This is the Reality Checkmate podcast.
Two reality nerds
that break down
stratagem
and psyche. Hi, everyone, and welcome to Reality Checkmate. I'm Brittany.
and I'm Garrett. And oh yeah, I was supposed to keep going. Okay, well we can keep going. And now I totally forgot what I was gonna say.
For the next several weeks, we are going to be talking about Traitors US Season 4.
For the next several weeks, we're going to be talking about Traitors US Season 4.
Well, let's get into it. What do you say?
All right, yeah, let's do it.
All right, well, let's break down our cast.
All right, yeah.
Let's see who we're working with. Let's see who we're playing with.
Yeah, we got 23 people.
Okay.
And let's talk about them in groups. So let's start with the housewives.
Let's start with the housewives.
Yeah, why not?
We have I think we have some great players, some great people. I think it's going to be dynamic. I think it's going to be drama, and I think it's going to be fabulous.
Yeah, always, as always with housewives. And big personalities.
Big personalities. Also, these women are not just heels and handbags.
Right.
To get to be a housewife, you have to be smart.
Yeah. And you're comfortable in front of cameras.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Lisa, of course, as a former actress or still actress, but all the others too, and not being afraid of conflict. Maybe instigating some conflict.
They use that to their advantage.
Yes.
Though. If their goal is to draw attention to myself, maybe it's to draw attention to other people. Right. You have to have a lot of savvy. Mm-hmm. A lot of these women, they run businesses.
Yeah.
They know how to people skills.
Yes, exactly.
And I think that we're going to see that.
Yeah, that'll be a good group. And having 4 or 5 this year seems like maybe production is stacking the deck a little bit more for them than last season.
They know good TV.
And hopefully they just don't get picked off one by one. As in the past.
Right.
They can be more a group.
Which could, we'll see how that goes, because a lot of people let's get them out.
Right.
I don't know.
But then also, what if one of us is a traitor? How is that how much trust and stuff are they going to have? Yeah. She was amazing.
Was good.
Yeah. And also really good to argue her case.
Right.
So we'll see what that is. All right.
Well, we have Lisa. I want to talk about Lisa real quick.
Yeah.
Love that she's here.
Yes.
She's done so much. She's an actor, and I think she's going to know how to control herself. I think she's going to know how to play a part.
Yeah.
She's ambitious. I think all these housewives are ambitious. They are go-getters. They know what they want, and they're going to get it, and they're going to have a plan to get it.
Yeah.
Lisa, I think she might be obvious. I think I don't know how long she's going to last. I think she's going to be very excited.
Right.
But she'll be fun to watch.
Yeah. And Dorinda coming back.
Oh,
we can't leave without mentioning Dorinda.
That's right.
First murder last season. And so we definitely hope for a bigger, longer stay.
A little longer.
For Dorinda, at least a little longer. It would be kind of funny if not for her, of course, but
we'll laugh though.
Yeah,
it'll be sad.
A little short laugh. Yeah, but hopefully she's learned some lessons, been able to analyze a little bit more, and see how she can stay a little longer.
I'm just so excited that she's back though.
Yeah. All right, next group, reality competitors.
My favorite.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and mine too. Yeah. Definitely. We got. And that's kind of split up into a couple different groups. We got the gamers, like the real reality gamers. Mm-hmm. Like one of my favorites, Natalie, just a competition beast. She's going to be amazing. Also very savvy and competitive.
Well, I'm gonna have her win all my money for me.
Right.
I'm going to have her walking up the hills and carrying stones and doing those things. I don't want to do that.
Right.
I'll keep her around as long as I can. The Big Brother players, Tiffany and Ian. Mm-hmm. Big Brother Spy Show. I'm a nerd, hardcore, very proud of it. Interesting interesting choices. Ian, youngest winner at that time, to win Big Brother, he had a different tactic, but it worked for him. Tiffany, she makes sure that she has people around her. She's going to look for those alliances. Yeah. And she's done the challenge. She's here to play.
Right.
She's here to play.
Exactly.
I'm excited to see her play.
Yeah, that'll be good. I know if I was a traitor, I would be quaking in my boots about Rob C, though. Yes. He is so insightful and has been, from when he was on Survivor Old School, like, he knows what he's just been, his podcasts and all of the stuff. He really has been seeped himself in the game of whatever it is. And so I think he will have a lot of insights that people will flock to.
I think people will value his opinion. Yeah. If he's not a traitor, he's going to be a really good traitor hunter. He's going to see things that other people aren't going to.
Yeah, and if he is a traitor, watch out. He is going to have he's going to be thinking 100 steps ahead.
Right? He's going to plan every move. Yeah. Oh, I'm excited to see him play. Yeah. Another one. Oh, I'm excited for this guy.
And then I also group in Kristen and Mark as part of the reality competitors. A different kind of game, but still a game.
Still a competition. Still, you have to get to where you're at by other people losing.
Yeah, and they are not going to be afraid of big people, big personalities. They've been around those. I think they'll be dangerous in a way.
They know how to command the kitchen. They know how to command the dance floor.
Yeah, exactly.
They can command a castle.
Yes. We'll see how much that works to their favor. All right. The next are the performers.
Okay.
We got Eric, Michael, Monet, Ron, and Steven.
I know some of them. I don't know some of them. Be really fun to see Monet.
Yeah.
I think Ron's going to be hilarious.
Yeah, I think both of them going to be great. Just comic relief. And
don't know how long they'll last for different reasons.
Yeah.
Different personalities. I think they might be dispensable. I think Ron might be this, unless he can make those social connections.
Right, yeah.
I want him to surprise me, though.
I do wonder if Monet Exchange is going to, with their interactions with Bob the Drag Queen, right? They have podcasts together and all of that. It's maybe been talking about the game, and maybe Bob's given them some insight and suggestions for how to act or how to get farther.
Down everything.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, definitely a student there. So, and
let's talk about Michael.
Yeah, big personality, very, very loud.
I think that's going to shoot him in the foot.
It could, yeah.
Or slash his
or
foot.
Other, yeah, or backstabbing or whatever. Yeah.
I think he's really going to have to put himself in check. I think his relationship and his love of Bravo and the Real Housewives franchise may work in his favor.
Could, yeah.
If he plays his cards right.
Yeah, could be maybe align with the Housewives.
I think he will be low man on the totem pole.
Sure, yeah.
But it would be smart for him to team up with them.
Yeah, we'll see if that, how that works out with it. He has some famously hot takey views about women and minorities, and so that may come back to bite him.
Not the place to bring that to light.
I hope he doesn't. I hope that just kind of stays in the back.
Like, you're there for 2 weeks, dude. Just play the game.
Right, exactly.
So,
but it may influence what he thinks about some people.
Right.
And I also add in Johnny and Tara in the performers. But they can also kind of fit in with sports, who we could also group in Donna with. But so let's talk about first Johnny and Tara.
Okay. I don't think we've had figure skaters.
No, yeah, this is new.
And I was all about them in the 90s.
Oh, yeah,
I
definitely
loved watching all of that. Tara Lipinski, youngest gold medalist.
Yeah, really good.
Hardcore to get to that position.
Yes. Very much so. So that'll be good.
What can you tell me about Johnny?
Johnny, of course, also a competitor. He's also been on some reality shows, so he kind of understands how it works. But what I will find most interesting is whether he and Tara are, because they have been commenters together and are known friends. And so will they let that out? Will they try to keep it hidden? Will they try to make an alliance? Like, how much are they?
I mean, people aren't dumb. They know if you know somebody in there, you're going to at least have a conversation, unless it's a known feud, which I don't think it is.
Yeah, I don't think so, yeah.
But how far would they take an alliance?
Right.
Or, oh yeah, I know him. He's a coworker.
Right. Or will they be, misunderstood or mislabeled as just the figure skaters, right? Just the performers, right?
Absolutely.
So
maybe they have the skills to take it far. Maybe
they're obviously competitive.
What if one's a traitor and one's a faithful?
Yeah, I see that case being a tough one where they may trust the other person a little bit too much if they're not as insightful.
They would take the other person as far as you can.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's what you want to do.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So, and then that leads us into Donna, of course, as part of that as well.
Our token grandma.
Yes.
Our token elderly.
Yes.
She's cute.
She is. Yeah, she's an athlete in her own right.
Absolutely.
Track and field star. And of course, mother of professional football players.
But she knows what it takes to get to that position, to get her boys to that position.
Right.
You don't just take them to, pee-wee practice, and all of a sudden they're football stars. That takes a lot of work. And especially being an athlete herself. I think we're going to see hustle from her. Yeah.
She's not just going to be the kindly little old lady who is just there to enjoy people.
Right? She's there to play.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm excited.
I am interested to see what happens as far as the other traders and, because future mother-in-law to Taylor Swift and those Swifties can be pretty vicious. Are the other cast members going to worry about that and not want to tick them off?
Well, when image and PR is everything, that's a big group that you don't want to make mad.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting. But I also put her in, because of that, I put her in the love group, right, as well, along with Colton, Mara, and Rob, the future mother-in-law part of her.
Colton Underwood.
Yeah.
Doing hurdles over fences.
Famous. Yeah. I'm hoping that the producers realize that and have some sort of challenge where he has to jump a fence. Yeah. I want him there. Famous for maybe that, as well as maybe some inability to control his emotions. That was when he was younger, so hopefully he's matured, but maybe that'll come out. We'll see.
I think with any impulsivity, hopefully what led a person to those behaviors has been, whatever it is in anybody, has been addressed, possibly by coming out. Who knows?
Right.
But maybe somewhere in him, impulsivity still lies, maybe on a lower scale. Maybe it's jumping to conclusions, hyper focusing on one person.
Right.
How adaptable can he be?
Right.
And I don't know, this could be for anybody, but with impulsive behaviors, it's unpredictable.
Right.
But he's also married with a baby now, like he's a grown up.
Yeah, so. He's all grown up now. Maybe not so much Rob. Very quiet to himself, but could be. He also is very observant, likes to sit back and listen and see what's going on. So hopefully, if he's paying attention, that will come to his benefit.
He does come off as aloof and arrogant.
Yeah, and that could hurt him.
Manipulative. So is he going to gain trust with other people? Is he going to gain that connection in those relationships?
Right.
And that could be very isolating if if you're too standoffish.
Right. Exactly.
He's going to pay attention. He's going to listen.
Yeah.
And I think he's going to think differently than some of our other players.
Yeah. And of course, he and Mara know each other, so maybe that will become sort of alliance or not. We'll see how that goes. Yeah.
Great. What a good cast.
Yeah, that's really exciting. So let's talk about the trailer. We both watched it. Yeah. So what were your thoughts about the trailer itself?
I think I love the competitions. They keep stepping up their game each season.
Yeah, it seems like it can be a lot tougher.
A lot tougher. That's why I want to keep Natalie around.
Right. Yeah, all the strong people.
Yes. We're going to see drama, of course. We're going to see, of course, the fights and arguments and being defensive and the accusations.
Yeah, things might get really heated. We're going to have a lot of drama.
Yes, might be really heated.
And there's a lot of big personalities in this cast.
Right. There's also a lot of housewives and a lot of gamers.
Right. Yeah. Are they going to try to go against each other, or there's going to be any cross mingling?
What's production trying to do with that?
Right.
I think they know who makes good TV.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. But what about, does Alan? Of course he does.
Of course.
And so let's get into what we think is going to happen and Alan's part of it. Of course, the first murder is not really, but who do you say or think is going to be the first murder?
The first murder. I think Eric, and I could not tell you why. I don't know. I have no idea. He's not a gamer.
Yeah.
And he's not a housewife.
Right.
He's kind of, I think, on an island by himself.
Yeah.
And maybe that makes him disposable.
Right. He's not US based. He's kind of not maybe as well known to the others.
Right.
And
I don't think it's going to ruffle any feathers.
May not ruffle him, but he also may be just too quiet, just an easy confuse people about why him.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's my
I could see that. Mine, I think Natalie. Contrary to your belief that they want to keep her in, which I can see for sure. But I just looking at the trailer, that's all I have to go on. I didn't see her a lot in there.
Fair point.
And of course, production is messing with that and giving us what they want to see. But so that's really my only reason. And I think she is going to be dangerous for people, and so maybe getting her out sooner rather than later
just in case.
might
what
be good.
If she is a traitor?
Right, exactly.
You don't want her to
well, no, this is the first murder. So the traitors want to get her out because she is going to be dangerous to their game because she's very savvy as well.
Oh, absolutely.
So that's what
They don't want her to be a traitor hunter.
Right, exactly, and she might be.
Yeah.
Have to see.
She might be a really good one.
Yeah.
Good point.
Yeah.
Fair.
So, all right, first banishment. I say Rabar. It is my vote. I think that because he can kind of come across as aloof, as maybe too quiet, that people may not trust him, or may not know if they can trust him.
Okay.
And so I could see him as being one of the first to banished.
Right. Do you stick with the devil you know or the devil you don't?
Right. Exactly.
I am torn between Lisa and Michael.
Oh, yeah.
Michael's mouth and his abrasiveness.
Yeah.
Be like, I'm tired of you. Please just leave. Or Lisa is just a shoo-in. If she's not a traitor, she's so excited for this. Mm-hmm. I think she would be really good at it.
Yeah. Well, let's go to our who will be traitors, because you said Lisa would. You think she's going to be a traitor?
I think she would be.
And so how does that work in with the banishment for you then?
She's really going to have to watch herself. She's really going to have to play it cool. No.
But would that come across as maybe people would be like, why is she being so cool? Like, this isn't the Lisa I know?
That's very true. She's going to have to know how to play that middle part. You have to act, but also act as yourself being something you're not. So you're not playing a different character. You're playing yourself.
Right.
And it's just the excitement and of just being there and the new adventure and the game.
So she could use that as a...
Right. So I think Lisa, I think there's going to be a gamer. So I think there's going to be a housewife and a gamer.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be Rob C.
Yeah.
Although I would love for him to be a traitor hunter. I would love actually for him to be a faithful. I'm torn that maybe Rob C would be an obvious traitor. Yeah. But I would love to see him work.
Right. Yeah, in that way.
Yeah.
It would be interesting. Yeah.
Right.
And then your third one?
And my third one, I think it's going to be Kristen.
Okay.
I think she's a badass.
Yeah.
And I think she will slay, literally.
Keep those knives sharp.
I think she's going to know who she wants for it, and I think she will have no problem slicing and dicing.
Yeah, and she's maybe not as well known to people, so maybe not an immediate suspect.
Right.
Yeah, especially with the other two higher profile ones. Yeah, that could be good. Alan may be on the right track with that one. All right, for me, I actually think there's going to be 4 starting out. So I was thinking a housewife, a gamer, and then a couple others, right? So I was thinking Carolyn and Tiffany.
Good one.
As kind of not immediately obvious. They seem like they will be very willing to be traitors, though.
Right. There's always a big brother traitor, I feel like.
Yeah, so that could...
And I could see Tiffany over Ian.
Right.
Being that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and then also Eric, similar, just quiet and unassuming, maybe not as well known.
Right.
And then Tara, who I don't know, it just seems like nobody would ever suspect her. She'd be like the quiet assassin.
Oh, she would.
That she's just so sweet and nice and loving, and she's stab, right? This is because I just finished watching Traitors Australia, and it just gives me that vibe.
Right.
So that's what I was thinking. All right, so finally, which group, faithful traitor, do you think will win it in the end?
I think the faithful are going to take it this year. I can see them going all the way, getting everybody out. I think we're going to have a lot of good faithfuls.
Yeah, definitely. It's going to be a great cast. Yeah. For me, I think it's going to be a traitor or traitors who are going to win it in the end. I think because there are just so many competitors and cutthroat people, it's just, we're going to lose a lot of all of their, going to be recruiting, and it's going to be crazy. It's going to be real bad. Nobody's going to know who to trust, who to do. And so I think that could come to the advantage of the traitors, whoever the traitors are.
All right, fair point. I think it's going to be a good season regardless.
Yeah. All right. Well, anything else?
I'm excited for the first episode. I'm excited to see what happens and goes down. And
yeah, exactly. So, all right. Well, check us out on the socials and
let us know what you think.
Let us
know what your predictions are and what you have to say.
Exactly. All right. Well, that's Checkmate.
Want to keep the conversation going? Join us on social media and tell us how you would play it.